Attention, Patriots Nation. A new chapter is being written in the history of the New England Patriots, and it begins right now. The winds are shifting in Foxborough, and something big is coming. But before I tell you everything, answer me from the heart. Do you still believe in the power of this jersey? Do you feel that the next Super Bowl could be ours? If the answer is yes, then honor this shield. Hit that like button and comment with pride. Go Pats! I believe. This journey won't be easy, but true fans walk together until the end. And today we've got a whole lot to reveal. There's a reason Patriots fans are buzzing right now, and it's not just because of the schedule release or the new signings. It's because, for the first time in nearly a year, Christian Barmore is officially back, cleared, healthy, ready, and let me tell you, this changes everything. We've waited all off-season for this moment, for confirmation that one of the fiercest forces on the Patriots' defensive line is returning. And now it's here. Christian Barmore, the 310-pound disruptor who had 13.5 sacks before his health took a turn, has been medically cleared to return to full football activities. After a brutal battle with recurring blood clots that sidelined him through most of the 2024 season, he's finally going to suit up again in 2025. And Patriots Nation, this is huge. Think about what this means. In 2023, Barmore was looking like one of the most dominant interior linemen in the league. 64 tackles, 8.5 sacks as a defensive tackle. That's elite-level production, especially when you're not even rushing from the edge. But then came the diagnosis. July 2024, blood clots. He missed 10 games, tried to come back, played 4 more, then the symptoms returned. He was placed on the non-football injury list, and the uncertainty set in. And that's the thing with blood clots. This isn't a sprain or a torn ligament. It's not something you rehab with weights and tape. It's your body, your blood turning against you. The physical challenge is massive, but the mental toll, almost unimaginable. You can hear it in Barmore's words. He described the whole ordeal as confusing, anger, mind-blowing. He put in the work, pushed through the pain, only for his body to betray him again and again, and now, after everything, he's back. Today's confirmation came from none other than Adam Schefter at 3:30 p.m., a report that Patriots starting defensive tackle Christian Barmore is officially cleared. Fans can breathe a little easier now. This defense just got its heart back. And let's not forget what this return means strategically. The Patriots have been scrambling. They brought in wave after wave of defensive tackle tryouts in free agency because they didn't know if Barmore was going to make it back. They were looking for someone to pair with Milton Williams, another rising star, formerly of the Eagles, who bullied his way to 2 sacks on Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. That pairing, Williams and Barmore, that's not just dangerous. That's nightmare fuel for offensive coordinators.
And it doesn't stop there. On the edges, you've got Harold Landry. You've got Keon White. Behind them, Jack Gibbons and Robert Spillane, both brought in this offseason to tighten up the linebacker core. In the secondary, Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis are forming a wall. This is a unit, a cohesive, hungry, rebuilt defensive monster. And it all starts with Barmore in the middle. This defense went from 32nd in sacks last season, dead last in the NFL, to potentially top 10 with just a few pieces returning to health. That's how big Barmore is to this team. That's how deep the transformation runs. Last year, we watched Jerod Mayo running for his life with no protection and no targets. Keyshawn Bow was his number 1 option. The offensive line was in shambles. This year, new names, new energy. Morgan Moses added to the O-line. Stephon Diggs added at wide receiver. And yeah, they brought in 8 new contributors and only lost 4. The arrow is pointing straight up. Let's talk schedule. Vegas has spoken, and the Patriots are betting favorites in 11 of their 17 games. Read that again. Last year, 0. Not a single game where the oddsmakers believed New England could pull it out. This year, more than half the schedule. Vegas doesn't play around. They know something. They always do. Week 1, Raiders. Patriots are 3.5-point favorites. Week 2, the Dolphins, okay, underdogs. But then it's the Steelers, the Panthers, the Saints, the Titans, favorites in all of them. A full-on revenge tour. Mike Vrabel's return to Tennessee? Not in prime time. NFL dropped the ball there. That's must-watch football. Drake Maye versus Cam Ward. It's going to be electric, and it gets better. Buccaneers, Patriots are still underdogs, but Baker Mayfield? Come on. I'm not losing sleep over that. Thursday night football against the Jets? Patriots are favored by 5.5. Against a defense like the Bengals, I could throw 400 yards against that, and that's just the first half of the season. The win total line is set at 8.5. But let's be honest, Vegas favoring them in 11 games means something's off. There's a 2.5 game gap there. If you believe in this team, and there's every reason to believe, take the over. And you should believe. This team isn't the joke of 2024. The laughingstock where offensive linemen were facing their own quarterback, where the defensive line couldn't sniff a sack, and where the playbook was thinner than a diner menu. This team is different, rebuilt, motivated, led by a young quarterback with weapons, a fortified line, and now, finally, a defense that can hit back. And at the heart of that defense is Christian Barmore. Fully cleared, fully healthy, fully committed to wrecking offenses. Now it's your turn, Patriots Nation. You've heard the news. You've seen the stats. You know what's at stake. Is this finally the year? Does this defense have what it takes to be elite? And most importantly, do you believe in Christian Barmore's return? Drop your takes in the comments below. Over or under 8.5 wins? Is this the biggest comeback season we've seen in Foxborough in a decade? Let's talk about it. Because when you really step back and look at it, this team isn't just hoping to improve. They're built to explode. And if Christian Barmore plays anything like he did in 2023 before the blood clots, offenses are going to be in trouble. Big trouble. Let's put his impact into perspective. In 2023, Barmore had 64 tackles and 8.5 sacks. As a defensive tackle, that's rare air. That's production you usually see from top-tier edge rushers, not interior linemen. He was collapsing pockets, clogging run lanes, and throwing quarterbacks into panic mode. He was, without exaggeration, one of the best at his position across the entire league. And now, after 12 months of battling with something as terrifying and unpredictable as blood clots, he's back, and not just cleared, but ready. He's expected to fully participate in OTAs, in training camp, in the preseason. We're going to see Christian Barmore back on the field in pads, hitting full speed. And don't overlook what this means mentally for the locker room. His presence alone uplifts the defense. Players rally around guys who overcome adversity like this. When someone fights through a health scare that derails an entire season and returns stronger, more focused, more grateful, you feel that energy on the sideline. That becomes contagious. Young guys like Keion White and Christian Gonzalez will feed off of that. Veterans like Harold Landry will respect it. That's leadership through resilience. We also have to talk about how Barmore responded when asked if he was worried the blood clots might return. His answer? One word. No, that's confidence. That's trust in the doctors, in the process, and in his own body. He's not second-guessing himself. He's not going to play timid. He's going full throttle, full force, full tilt. That's the kind of attitude that makes a difference in the trenches, where games are won and lost. And let's not forget, this is happening in a season where the Patriots need to flip the narrative. Last year, this team was the butt of the AFC East, dead last in sacks. Drake Maye, despite all his potential, was playing behind a line that couldn't hold a block longer than 2 seconds.